when you look forward to this year, what should shippers unlearn about freight and the market that they've been experiencing since 2020?
That's a good question. That's a good question. For me, it goes back to the annual bid, right? So that used to be kind of set in stone. I'm going to lock my prices in. I'm going to get my best rates and everything else. I'm going to go out and get set my RFP out there. And I think what you're seeing more and more of is you're starting to see some more of the shippers going and negotiating directly with carriers. And towards my end of my career as a shipper, I did a lot of that as well. So you can work on more important things as far as dwell time, and you can look at service, because I think people get stuck on going for the cheapest carrier that's out there, and the cheapest isn't always the best solution. So you want to know what your total cost is for that lane or for that mode. So I think getting past that, I just need to save myself, $5, because in the end, a lot of times that $5 savings can cost you a lot more than that. So
Okay.
I think the big thing for me in all of this is during the pandemic, I feel like for the first time in a long time, partnerships mattered, right? Like service mattered. Freight was coming out of our ears, both internationally and domestically, and service mattered. And it feels like in the last year or so, with I think tariffs and everything else, volumes are down, people are a little uncertain. Everyone's going back to let's drive the bottom dollar. And I think that causes the bankruptcies. That causes, I'm not saying that getting a good price is not the best option and you shouldn't be paying significantly more. But like you said, that last 5% typically costs a lot more in collateral damage than what it's truly worth at the end of the day. And I think for me, it's getting back to a partnership, because that's what this is, where we get to have conversations with our customers around being strategic, not just did my freight pick up today? Because if that's the conversation we're having, it's a transactional conversation, and that's not, we want to be a long-term partner. I think that's, to me, we seem to have seen this shift happening very quickly. It seems like we unlearned some of that partnership very quickly coming out of the pandemic, and now we're back to a little bit more transactional model than we've seen in a long time.
Yeah, it was a little chaotic during the pandemic. And when I was on the shipper side during that pandemic, it was rates were whatever it cost to move, you just moved it, right? So we're seeing more of a norm. So and the other thing you really need to think about too, going into 2026 is like I said, just the dwell time and stuff. The carriers are going to be less willing to absorb those costs, and they're going to be passing on a lot of those costs. So when they have a 2-hour window for you to unload or load, it better be 2 hours. So figuring out how you are more efficient at loading is going to make a big difference. Or SSRL cost from an LTL side too. They're definitely seeing a lot more stickiness from a carrier side upholding those. So.